Okay, here's where it might get exciting. Exciting enough, I'm gonna go full balls with it. One Estus Flask versus you and me with a Scythe guy. Although it looks like you're not doing too well off the bat. What was that? Just... my Scythe is more powerful than ever before. Oh, yep. Nice gap closer there. But you took too long to catch up to me. Well, I got... that's my last Estus. Oh. Crap. I have a funny feeling whatever that Scythe guy did something to this guy too. Because I feel like he was already in, like, fighting form before he even got down here. It's a good time to hit you. Alright, I think we're in the clear mostly. There'll be like 2 shadow guys that I don't think will be a problem. Who's this? Blackhand Gothand is still around, is he? As is Unray. I guess I should have expected Unray, but... I'm assuming the Pale Shade of Londor wouldn't help me at this point. Go down. Oh! It's always a bit disturbing when you think they're still at the bottom of the stairs and then suddenly, woo! Gonna get you. Now, to be perfectly, brutally honest, I can't see this going well. Me versus Pontiff Sullivan with this kind of setup. I don't even know what's going to happen. I'm assuming there might be a couple of... like, it might be easier to attack him than it normally is during certain animations. But I gotta say, I do use a shield a lot to save me from some of the worst of what he can do, and that's not an option anymore. So I'm very afraid. Very, very afraid. My 5 points that I put into luck when I was leveling up with the all probably are not going to help me here. And if you don't count those 5 points of luck, I've basically been playing at level 22 this whole time. Which, under the circumstances, I think has been going exceptionally well, but I think maybe...
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take note.
I think level 30 is not outside the bounds of reasonable. Couple of defensive stats.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Level 30 is outside the bounds of reasonable because I don't have enough souls for it. But no, this is gonna be a bit tricky. I don't know what's gonna happen. And so I should probably just go and get it over with. At least one round of Pontiff Sullivan to see how it will go. If I die in 3 seconds flat, then I know that I've got some work cut out for me. And there really is an option of just going straight to Irithyll to upgrade my weapons a bit. I could upgrade my secondary bow, but to tell you the truth, I don't know. Could certainly stop wasting ammunition. I actually can't see the tiny upgrade to the second bow making much of a difference right here, right now. I think my first fight against Pontiff Sullivan's gonna have to be just earned, as it were. Yeah, I typically just run past everyone here to get to the boss room, because they're not worth it, to be honest. Here we go. Pontiff Sullivan's actually pretty good about waiting around until you're ready. I thought I'd just reset the video just in case. Yeah. It's like when to reload and when to fire. Although at least the damage isn't awful. Oh. By which I mean my damage, not the damage he's doing to me. Oh, crap. I was a little worried he wouldn't be taking much damage from me, but it's actually quite reasonable. Oh, crap. Nah, that was me just spamming roll, which is the worst thing to do. You gotta roll properly against this guy. That seems doable, though. I just gotta handle it better. Having a shield in that fight can be really helpful if you're not very good at dodging the really quick sort of like stab, because you can block almost all of that, and he doesn't follow it into a combo very often. There are other attacks he does where it's like, well, you shouldn't be blocking anyway, unless you've got like one of the greatest shields imaginable, because you're not going to be able to survive it. Don't even try. You'll be locked in that combo for days. Oh, that was close. Round 2. I really could use some more defense in various areas, but also I've always been extremely bad at... Well, let's just say I'm bad at dodging in general in this fight. I was going to say I'm bad at dodging the opening attack, but I didn't dodge a single attack then, and that was the end of that. I feel really weak in terms of defense. I feel really naked without my shield here. I don't think there's much to be... No, oops, sorry. I'll close my eyes for a second to yawn a little, because I'm getting a bit tired over here, but no excuse for running into the scenery. At least it's a very short run back to the room. I used to fight everybody on the way to the room between attempts, but then I got smart. As if that's not what all half-decent Dark Souls players tend to do when they're retrying bosses. Oh crap, that was... I do miss him at weird times, but... Oh crap. At least I dodged some of it at the time. Ah! I choose the best times to heal sometimes. Okay, this is a full-on fuck you, blah 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 combo. If I'm far enough away when he starts that, then I can take advantage of it for myself, but... As you can see, if you do it incorrectly, you'll end up like me. take advantage of his slow walking, I think. Stay the hell away from him. I have the advantage of being able to hit him from over here, when I almost never would be able to do this before. Like, this is effective. He doesn't seem to be properly counter-measured against this sort of strategy. I can even hit him during this. Oh crap. Damn it, the clone's in the way. And now it's mostly a matter of seeing if I can guess what the clone is doing before it happens. As you'd expect. Oh crap. He got me there. And the camera is not giving me a chance. Magic, magic. Damn it. They're really varying their times. The only good thing is that the Sullivan himself almost never actually leads an attack. He almost entirely relies on the clone to start any combo, as long as it's out. Damn it. It's just in the way though. I'd rather not kill the clone, to be perfectly honest. Because I only benefit while it's around. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of damage here. Crap. I don't even know how I'm doing that wrong. It seems like I'm doing it right, but when I try and pull it off, it's not going well. That's better. Again with a miss on Sullivan. Oh crap. The clone had to choose to go away then, didn't it? Oh crap. Oh, okay. We're okay. I would say that was actually easier than a typical Pontiff Sullivan fight, but didn't stop it from being a bit dicey. If I'd gotten caught in some of those combos, that would have been the end of me. Thankfully, he likes to be dramatic, and being dramatic is the undoing of almost all villains. Too much slow walking. No, not bad. All in all, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. I was bracing myself for, like, this could turn out ugly. Guess it just depends how proactive he feels in his regular phases. It is pretty easy to hit him, like, when he's across the room. Like, that part's definitely true. Crossbows actually have some pretty high advantage against certain enemies. And he did not impress. I think Aldrich might be...
and in one piece.
Aldrich might be a lot more challenging. Because I feel like keeping a distance from him is the very worst thing you could do. But, because normally you would want to run in, burst him down with as much damage as possible. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that with Aldrich this time.
Goodbye. Harvest.
Oh, well, it's... I still think that level 30 idea was not a terrible one. Let's go.
Welcome, husband. Very well, then take note.
I don't really have a very high stake in any of these stats other than just maybe vitality, I guess. I think much later on I might
Farewell, and may the flames guide thee.
might want to respec those 5 points of luck into something else, but
well, how may
for the moment they're fine where they are. I feel like I should buy heavier armor from somewhere, but I don't know what heavier armor would be more appropriate. Probably Under Legion armor actually is a very good choice. I don't actually have enough souls for it though. Maybe use some of our soul. Use some of our soul currency. I could be using my boss souls too, but I have a. I don't know. It feels very wrong, almost against my nature to use the boss souls like that. Let's just crush a whole bunch of regular soul. Can always farm these things up later. Ah, Londo Boreal Divine Tome. I don't really need it, so I won't really get it. There are some elements of this that are worth ignoring. Oh yeah, Black Iron set actually might be really good at some point. That might be my next port of call as far as getting armor. I think I've set on a light armor of choice, but it might be better to have a good set of heavy armor as well later on. Oh. I must have fallen off this part so many times during this playthrough, just because I'm slightly trying to shorten my trip back to the bonfire. But no! Dead Pontiff Sullivan! Or Sullivan. I was pretty happy with my my whole preparations to get Grey Rat to spawn before Sullivan actually became a problem, but as it turns out, Sullivan wasn't really much of a problem. I could have done that with wood bolts. Probably. That means Eldritch and Yorm are my problems. Eldritch will be a problem because of the way he is, and Yorm will be a problem because of the way he's designed. It's like... Eldritch is a legit sort of like, this boss uses a strategy you're weak against kind of problem. Yorm is more of a, this boss is coded so that he can only be defeated in a certain way, normally, kind of problem. And you do not qualify. I don't know if there's any Titanite chunks around this place specifically. I really would like to find one though. Oh, maybe the crystal lizard upstairs will be the way to go for that. I don't think the giants down here are good for any of it. They drop large pieces of anything. Don't quite remember what's over here. I think it's a ring, but it's like the dark clutch ring or something stupid. Like some very specifically used ring. Also, about those two fang rat things in the basement, like, you can forget it. I'm not fighting them like this. They're annoying enough with all the options the game provides. Like, they will be harder than any boss. if I fight them like this. I'm certain. The one on the... Oh, the dark... Okay. No, I was wrong. The dark stoneplate ring is actually pretty good. Although... it can sometimes be really hard to tell when a character is using dark magic versus just any other kind of magic. Unless it's something really obvious like Pursuers. Like, Eldritch uses fire mostly.